Okay, now that we've taken a look at some of the column headings and you have a understanding of what the column headings are and what they do, let's actually work through an example. And so let's work through Crush Bistro. They're based in, excuse me, let's use Dubliner. And so Dubliner is in San Francisco, 3833 24th Street. Here's their telephone number. The first thing that we're going to do is see if they have a Google Place. And so we'll click it and a web browser will come up, and notice a couple of things. Let me switch this over. Notice a couple of things. The first is the search bar automatically populates with Dubliner, and so we coded it that way. Just be really, really careful. Don't be logged into Google while you're doing this, or the searches will fail. And so just make sure to be logged out of Google while you're doing this exercise. And so here's Dubliner. The address is correct, 3824th Street. 24th Street. So let's click on Dubliner. So we clicked on it, or Dubliner, excuse me. So we clicked on Dubliner. Okay, let's see if they have a Google Place. And so we have to remember a couple of things about Google Places. Google will just automatically populate everything just based upon their address and their name. And so unless there has been some human interaction, don't mess with it. Or excuse me, don't consider it to be a Google Place unless a human has actually touched it. For example, here, they have 12 reviews. Somebody has written a description. People have uploaded photos, and so we know that this place is actually there. Something to note is we can get the website address from Google Places. The next thing that we need to look at is owner verified. There are a couple of there are two types of Google Places, owner verified and not owner verified. This is an example of something that's owner verified. So let's take a look at another one. This is a location called Toad's Tavern. And with Toad's Tavern, notice that it says business owner here, whereas the Dubliner says owner verified listing. And so these two fields, Google Places, Dubliner has one, owner verified, they have one. One of the things that we do is if you click on where it says Google, we instead of searching Google Maps, we just search Google. So if you have problems finding the website address, you're going to search through Google Places, which searches Google Maps, and if that doesn't find it, then hopefully you'll find it using just a regular Google search. That's why that second Google column exists. So you can search, so you can get the web address, which is the key to us finding mobile websites. Notice something else. If you ever see an NA, that means it hasn't been done. If you see emptiness, like something is empty, we know that it has been done. So NA is bad. We want to get rid of those. And blank spaces means that record has already been taken care of. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is Microsoft Bing. We'll see if they have a Microsoft Bing address. So we'll click on it, and Microsoft Bing, just a moment. They have, we'll do address verification, 3838 24th Street, and so it matches the search, the parameters that are in their search bar, so we'll click on it. And so we know that the Dubliner, this is an active site. Oh, and notice with Microsoft Bing, they show the credit cards, visually show the credit cards that they accept. They accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express. So we know that this Bing Place does exist, and we know that they accept credit cards including American Express. And so we can say they do exist in Bing, and they do accept American Express. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to take a look at their website. And so they're single location, so no need to do anything there. And so we'll actually go to their website. So here is the Dubliner's website. the first thing that we need to do is, since they're single location, it doesn't matter whether or not their location is dedicated to them. And what this column means is that is that does the location personalize itself for a user? And so what that means is, if there's 100,000 subways, are they talking about the subway that's close to me, or are they talking about the subways in general? And so that's what this location dedicated website means. Auto detect location is there's some code that Applebee's uses that enables them to geolocate where the browser is coming from. And so here's Applebee's. They're running some geolocation code, and the way that you can tell that there's some geolocation code running is they have a little gadget. My machine is being a little bit slow, and so forgive me. They have a little gadget right here. It's called My Neighborhood. Somehow they knew your location, and so so for this field, which is for this field, auto detect location, look for things that give away that they know where you are. And so for that Applebee's one, it was pretty simple. They knew where you were because they said, hey, these are the locations near you. And so the Dubliner didn't have any sense of that, and so they did not have it. Let's see if they have a menu on their website. The Dubliner. And so we'll go to the Dubliner bar. It's opening up right now. So here's the Dubliner. Let's see if they have a menu. And so they do not have a menu available, but they do have Yelp, Facebook, Twitter. And so what we will do is, we know that they did not have a menu. We know that they didn't accept reservations. We know that they didn't do any online ordering. They didn't have a gift certificate program. They didn't have any coupons. They didn't have a downloadable mobile app. They did not have any credit cards accepted shown on the website. We don't know if they take American Express or not, so just leave it blank. Yes, they had a Facebook icon. Yes, they had a Twitter icon. They had a Yelp icon. No, and I need to convert this one back to yes. They did not have a newsletter. They did not have any blogs or CMS, and so that's a no. Okay, that concludes our website gathering. Now we'll take a look at Facebook. So we'll click on Facebook, and Facebook will open up. And we're looking for the Dubliner, not in Wilmington, in North Carolina, but in San Francisco, 3838 24th Street. So this is the Dubliner that we're looking for. So they have 188 people like them. This is a customized page because, there's photos and the whatnot. So they spent some time customizing the page. And so 188, 20, and 646. And so we'll fill that out. It does exist, yes. Is it customized? Yes. The numbers were 188 people like them, 188. There were 20 people talking about it. 646 were there, and so let's look for menus. Is there a menu available? No menu available. No promotions available. No online ordering available. And so what I will do is fill out those metrics in the spreadsheet. No menus were available, so it's a no. Reservations were not, you couldn't do reservations. There was no online ordering. There was no gift certificates. There were no promos. The next thing I'm going to check is Twitter. And so I'll click on the little Twitter thing, the link right here, and so Twitter will open up. And Twitter is just notoriously slow, so this is frustrating at times. And so we're looking for the Dubliner. Notice in the search bar, Dubliner shows up. And so we have to look to try to find Dubliner. People results. Actually, a better way to do this would be to go back to their website and just click on their Twitter link. They have a link here for Twitter, and so we'll just click on that. And it will take us to their Twitter link. And so they have 39 tweets, 69 followers, 11 listed. And so what we will do is 39 followers, number of tweets, they have 0 following, 69 and 11. 0, 69 people following, 11 listed. We'll check LinkedIn. And I've just clicked LinkedIn, and it didn't find anything. Excuse me, it did not find anything, and so I'll go to the next field because, oh, and remember, NA is not good. Blank is the way that we signify we looked for something and couldn't find it. Let's see if we can find them on Yelp. And so we just clicked on the Yelp link, and Dubliner, San Francisco, which is exactly where we're looking. The Dubliner. At that location, they have 93 reviews. The Dubliner, 93 reviews. And so we'll go here. Dubliner has 93 reviews. Do they exist in Gowalla? We'll click it, and Gowalla will come up, and we'll just wait a second. The Dubliner, it's a sports bar in San Francisco, so they do exist, and so it's a yes. Now, a couple of things. Some of the stuff you'll see, like these numbers. Some of these numbers are already populated, and the reason why is those numbers were easy to get to, so we just went ahead and pre-populated a lot of this stuff as much as we could. We had some people working on it, and so some of this stuff is populated. And just remember, an NA is bad. So if you see an NA, that means that it hasn't been done yet. A blank indicates it's been done, and so you guys might get lucky and just go through a lot of these with a whole bunch of blanks rather than NAs, which means that somebody's already looked at the data. Well, that's it, and I wish you the best. Thanks.